want to give you an instance how the media plays with your mind. Okay, consider these examples. Like I was just checking my WhatsApp group, and there a gentleman who's pretty senior. He's Indian. He sends this news article in my group, and the headlines read, what? Muslim doctor kills, I'm paraphrasing the headlines, Muslim doctor kills a Dalit student doctor, or something like that. Dalit doctor girl killed by Muslim doctor. Immediately I asked the group, isn't it funny that today we have in India categories of doctors called Muslim doctor, Hindu doctor, and then I asked, so what is next? Christian doctor, atheist doctor, agnostic doctor, Buddhist doctor. Like, do we categorize people with the religion? Then do we do with caste? Brahmin doctor, Kshatriya doctor, scheduled caste doctor. It's like, in USA, the headlines always read, white cop kills black man. It's not policeman kills innocent man. White cop. They have to stress white. Sometimes it'll be black man tortured by, whatever. The emphasis is on color. My previous video I shared with you, the white privilege. You see the statements, how sentences are constructed. It's white privilege. It's never black privilege, yellow privilege, any other color privilege. It's white privilege. It's not black supremacist. It's white supremacist. So white is basically evil. Black is usually black power. Black lives matter. But if you were to say white lives matter, oh goodness, it'll be a furore. Can you imagine someone saying white lives matter or white power? When you say white power, it's white supremacist. But black power is saying good. Same way, if you look at the Western media, the way it portrays religion, Islamic terrorist. The terrorist, Islamic. To this date, I've never seen Christian terrorist. Now, if it is a Muslim guy who kills somebody, a guy kills somebody and he's Muslim terrorist. Okay, Muslim extremist. But now let's flip the switch and have a Christian guy, he kills, man kills, whatever. Like in the school shootings, man kills whatever. Or student kills whatever. But just can you imagine if it was an Arab Muslim that took a gun and shot? Do you think the headlines would read, man kills students? Or would a better juicy headline would be, Muslim terrorist infiltrates school? See the headlines. Remember, the Western media loves to paint the word Muslim and Islamic and paraphrase it with terrorism, terrorist, extremist. But Christians are never extremists. Christian, no. There's no Christian extremist. There is white supremacist, but there's not Christian extremist. So it's funny how they play this word. And in fact, if you look at it, even though I read Al Jazeera and all that, the Arab media, like Al Jazeera, Hindu extremists, they will always put Hindu extremists. But you'll never see Al Jazeera say Islamic extremist or Islamic terrorist. I don't know. As far as I know, they love to bash up BJP and Hindus, but not so much with the Like, have you ever seen Al Jazeera bash up Muslims or bash up Qatar? No, they are from Qatar, so they'll speak good about Qatar. In the same way, if you look at any other country, media from India, endorsed by the government, speaks only positive about India. Pakistan also same thing. In fact, I get this news feed sometimes. There's one Pakistani group which shows the achievements of Pakistani athletes, which I totally respect. But the funny thing is, the ones that get the maximum traction is like you had that Pakistani boxer defeats Indian boxer, or Pakistani athlete thrashes Indian athlete. Oh, that one gets a runaway number of this thing. Especially there was a UFC fighter, not UFC, sorry, MMA fighter, Pakistani guy, really nice. He gave a head knockout of an Indian MMA fighter. Good. But the emphasis was not on the fighting, it was more on the nationality. I'm pretty sure religious, this thing would say, Muslim fighter defeats haram fighter. In fact, it's not, see, it's everywhere. Okay, it's not a new thing. In cricket, in India, the minute India plays Pakistan, they forget about the finals. Because India and Pakistan, same thing with UK and Australia, or UK and Ireland. So these kind of deep-rooted, traditionally old kind of animosity, or I wouldn't say enmity, but kind of like you might even have in football between various clubs and all that. But now, why am I addressing this issue? Why am I highlighting this issue? I need you to ask yourself, why are you sharing that particular headline? Why did that headline jump to your psyche, to your attention? And that is because you are deeply biased. You are deeply flawed. You are deeply racist. You have this hatred against a particular group. That is why that particular title appeals to you. But if you are someone who is neutral or doesn't care, for you, when you read a headline like this, you'll question, why Muslim doctor? Why Hindu doctor? Why not man and woman? Why are they highlighting a certain trait, nationality, background, or religion of this person? And the answer is very obvious. It sells headlines. In USA, black versus white issues have the maximum visibility, coverage, controversy, eyeballs, engagement. In India, it is Hindu and Muslim issues. Every country has its own, and let's say for a Muslim channel, it'll be all about Muslim achievement and how the evil non-Muslims are targeting them. Christian channel is maybe Christians versus non-believers, they'll call them. So I just want you to be aware, number one is of the headlines and the way they play with these words. And number two is a little bit of self-reflection. Are you deeply biased? Obviously, you'll say, no, I'm not biased, I'm fair. And I have not met a single racist person who said, yeah, I'm racist, all that. So, reflect. And if you can reflect, it's great. If you can't, well, what to say? But I can assure you one thing. The kind of title that a person shares, the kind of heading that an individual shares around, clearly makes out what kind of person they are. In fact, even feminist versus this so-called masculine, whatever, insert, toxic male or toxic female, all this talk about feminism and masculinism and whatever, it deeply shows where you are insecure. So I'm not trying to say that, oh, you have to be zen, like mature and all, but at least be aware, so that it helps you understand yourself. And if you're still comfortable being biased towards any group or against any group, religion, whatever, fine, then that's your choice. But awareness is most important key. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree with these headlines and media companies, how they brainwash you and, you know, how they influence your thinking and why they do that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright? Tattooed doctor. Non-tattooed doctor. Horny doctor. Non-horny doctor. Anyway. Alright. Chalo. Yalla. Bye.